Sadi Siddha Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Let me offer millions of obeisance of Lord Sita Guru. Upon the Guru Varga, Namanista Santana, all present cash, teacher, allows my power, and pranam. Vancha kalpataru, yasya, kripa, kindu, devacha. Patitanam pavanebhyo, vaishnavebhyo, namo. Now, we finish. ಏನಪ್ಪ ಆಯ್ತು ಆಯ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಂದ್ಗಡೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ರಾ ಹೌದಾ ಹ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಬೇಕಾದ್ ತೆಗೆದು ಇದನ್ನ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಷ್ಟೇನಾ ಆಯ್ತು ನೋಡೋಣ ನೀವು ಬಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಜಾಗ ಏನಾದ್ರು ನೋಡಿ ಆಯ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ನಾನು ಸೋಮವಾರನೇ ಆಯ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಆಯ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಸೊ Gaur Purnima, of course, we have to remember, like the way Gurudev, now that Gaur Purnima is over, then we are back to Nima. You have to meditate what we learned, what we heard, and then try to do this parikrama every day. That's what I was telling from the beginning. All these places, even if you remember these places, Koradeep, important things. Koradeep is like Gurudev's Samadhi is there, Param Gurudev Samadhi is there, Vaman Maharaj, Vikram Maharaj, Bhakti Rakshatri Maharaj. That's where Varaha, Lord Varaha appeared, and then it did Govardhan. And then also part of Panchavedi. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Nidai Ghat, that's the path. Nidai, he did not show any compassion, mercy to his wife or mother. And he left and jumped into cold water. To show mercy to the living entity, he did not show mercy to his Lakshmi Priya and then his own mother. What a sacrifice. So, in other words, Lord does not force anybody to accept devotional service, but he himself sets an example. What has becoming difficult, he practices in his own life and then teaches us. So, and then Mayapur, where all the acharyas, or Bhakti Vidanta Bhakti Maharaj, Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha Maharaj, Bhakti Dayat Maharaj, Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj, Bhakti Pramod, all these acharyas. And then Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Samadhi, Bhakti Siddhanta Maharaj. And the four Chaitanya Math, all the four Sampradayas, Vishnu Swami, Nimbaditya, Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, Sukadeva Goswami is also included. birthplace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In your mind even. Before going to the birthplace, you remember two Lord Shiva. One is Gopisha Mahadev, and then another is the uh, Vruddha Shiva with special Yoga Maya there. Praudamaya, Praudamaya, special Yoga Maya there nowadays. So, and then Srimanta Deepa, where Lord Parvati, Shiva and Parvati, putting, and that is also that place. Then Godruma Deepa, cow, Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Then Nardamuni preaching to that king, right? He was attached to the mundane economic things. Then how he preached to him. Then Arya Rakshatra, Lord Shiva dancing. Haribol, Gaura, Narsingadev, like that. Then Madhya the five rivers joining. Panchaveni. Remember Panchaveni, that's it. Then again Koladeep, Rutudeepa, Gaurdhara. Then Jayadev Goswami, Gita Govinda, Vaninath, Vijay Vaninath, brother of Gaurdhara. Then Vidyanagar, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did all Vidya Lila. Defeating of Kashmiri Pandit and all that. Then you are chanting all the time, and then also is going on this, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Rama Rama, Rama Hare Hare. You are hearing, and also this, by practice it will happen. Then Radha Kund, like that, Janu Deepa, Ganga coming, and then Janu taking it. Then Bhagirath, and Bhishma also came there. Then Sitaram, their conversation. Yeah. Then Chaitanya Bhagavat. Then the devotee, I think we sent a photo, the Garuda, and the tree is there, right? So that pastime. Vrindavandas Thakur. Saranga Murari, where the dead boy, put his mantra and then he made him came back to life. Then the tree where it is hollow, and if you are not, I will send it again. Amazing. Remember that tree alone. That tree is not ordinary. In there, Satyuga, Treta, Dwapara, even now. Just a real example. Something spiritual exists. These are the examples. Saudang, this tree. The tree is there. Inside is hollow, but it is very green outside. A lot of weight. How it is possible? Science cannot explain it. So it shows that right in front of our eyes, the spiritual thing, Chinmaya thing is there, but we cannot recognize. But by this analysis, wait a minute, it is going against the laws of material nature. Like the cow dung, you burn anything, it consumes oxygen, turns into carbon. Cow dung, you burn, it releases oxygen. In the regular burning, many elements get burnt, gets reduced, right? Everything turns into carbon. Here, more element comes inside. Reverse. Impossible. what it is. We can see in front of our eyes. That's why that is the example of Chinmaya, transcendental thing. Same thing name. That's why when we come in touch with these transcendental objects, we can transgress the material laws. We can overcome the forces, uh, we get benefit, we get like charged up. When you come in touch with it, holy name is like that, Mahaprasad is like that. Ganga water is there, all rivers in the whole world. You take water, it gets spoiled. Ganga water, put even for 100 years, doesn't get spoiled. Scientists are amazed by this. So right in front of us, there are many things which will blow scientists' mind. Okay. So that gives us the faith, strong faith in scripture. Yes, what Shastra is telling is true. Because where else is there? Like that. So then Rudradipa, where Vishnu Swami, Nivadita, Madhvacharya, Ramanuja, all the four sampradayas came. And now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took 2 tenets from each sampradaya, made. They glorified them and brought out like valid scientific Sachinta Veda. And then if you do touch like that, Vrindavan, Navadip, as you saw, all the holy places are there. Vrindavan is also there. Jagannath Puri is there. Everything is there in Navadip. That's it. Even if you do that, that's enough. So, so after saying we should not, we should have this parikrama every day. Okay. Yeah, so now what? So yesterday was Maharaja. That's in Madhyadip comes. That's where Ishwarapuri falls. With part. Maharaja. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came there. Then Sunday, Sri Krishna Panchama Dolayatra, Champati. In Champakati, there's some festival. 15th March is the appearance of Srivas Pandit, and 18th is the Saturday. Next Saturday. Next Saturday is Ekadasi. Some places is Ekadasi, some places is Mahadvadasi. But in any case, fasting is on Ekadasi. So that's what we have. Then the next day, the Ram Navami, 29. 30th March is Ram Navami, appearance of Ram. 30th March. Now, see, for our Gurudev, what he used to do is, before he starts bhakti, deeper aspect of bhakti is to do Upadesamrtam, Manas Siksha, then Madhurya Kadambini, then Rai Samvad, Jayavada, all this like this. So he is to insist on that. So I thought we should do this, start with Upadesamrtam, some sloka, which will be very beneficial to us. Upadesha Amruta. Upadesha is instruction, nectar of instructions, ambrosia of instructions. Upadesha Amruta. This one, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, is composed by Rupa Goswami. Upadesha, 11th sloka. The foundation for that, one time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in his viraha, of course, Sodhamodar Rai Raman, specifying him from Gita Govinda and all that. But one time on the sea, he saw the waves and then the sand and the trees, all that reminded him of Yamuna and the Yamuna forest. So it was going and jumping. Then he lost himself. Then he was revived in Kirtan. Then he came back. Then he was talking to all the devotees. Rupa and Sanatan was also there. Rupa Goswami was there. Sardar Rai Raman, all the Jagannath Puri. At that time, he was giving instructions. So Rupa Goswami immediately transferred that into this sloka, this instruction. So it's what Lord does is amazing. He empowers, and then so original author is actually Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, Rupa Goswami. But Rupa Goswami is the instrument, gathering, grasping, and so that sloka we will go through one by one, and it's practical. So you might have the shloka itself is see, it has the Upadeshamrita as favorable, unfavorable to bhakti that we have to do, and then favorable to things that we should accept. Pratikula, anukulasya, Pratikulasya varjana. Anukulasya sankalpa. We should accept that is favorable. Exact. And then the essence of all Upadesha. So he says, what is unfavorable to bhakti? 6 things we have to give up. These are all vega, meaning impetus, agitation, impetus, like a speed. Vega meaning actually speed. See, when you are traveling, see, vehicle is going high speed. How to stop? Very difficult. If you immediately brake, it does like. So you have to gradually, by practice, constant practice and detachment. So these 6 vegas, vacho vegam, manasah krodha vegam, jiva vegam, udropasta vegam, etan vegan yo vishayeta dhiraha, sarvam apimam prithvim sasishyat. Vacho vegam, meaning vacho vegam. warning, watch speaking. See, sometimes we cannot. We want to speak. I must say something. Whether somebody is listening or not, it doesn't matter. Okay, but I should speak. So that kind of urge, uncontrolled urge, you get in from inside. It's very difficult. We say something. Sometimes we curse somebody. They are telling we cannot control. See that kind of urge. See, uncontrollable urge of speech. But if uncontrollable, if you say, that is very favorable. Okay. Even though by anger or whatever you are telling is still very beneficial. But some kind of that, because it goes against our what we think unfavorable to us or something like that. Our attachment. See, we have preconditioned attachments to the body, this and that, others. And they come, somebody telling them we cannot control. So watch controlling that. Controlling even that. Urge come will come, but control it. Say, Hare Krishna, control it. Even though urge is there to control. Okay. So how is it possible? See, but first we understand this. Vacho Veda. Manasaha, Manasaha, the mind. No? Mind also. No? Mind also, Bhakti Vidanta, there are two kinds of Veda. Unimpeded attachment and then anger arising from impediments. Unimpeded attachment, our mind goes there. And then if there is a impediments from the anger arising from impediments, if we think this way, that way, like that. Like one thing, Bhakti Siddhanta, suppose he makes so much, so much effort for mukti, liberation, don't get it, become angry. Then karma, we are doing so many activities. If you don't get proper benefit of it, become angry. Or they, like that. Many different kinds of this mind, So this of course, these different Vedas comes. Misunderstanding, not proper tattva like that. That's why this comes. These are manifesting due to my past, So we have to try to control. Anyway, controlling afterward. But these are all the things, nature of mind, forces. Then Jiva Vegam, the tongue, the force of tongue. We saw the agitation of the mind, the onset of anger, the vehemence of the tongue, forceful tongue. Wants to eat or this, that. Then Udara Vegam, urges of the belly. Then Jananendriya Vega, Upascha Vega, the agitation of the genitals. All this. So one who able to control or able to tolerate, who can subdue these urges, subdue. They arise, okay, like the waves arise, but one who can tolerate or subdue them, who can self-control, wise and self-control, then such a person, if you are able to do that, he can fashion, meaning he can bring, he can whole world, he can put some instructions, he can give instruction to whole world, that's why. And he can make disciples all over the world, only that person. Jitendriya Vyakta, meaning Indriya, you are one over the senses. In other words, Godasa, Goswami, this is the difference. If you are able to do this, then really Goswami, meaning control over all these six urges. Otherwise, we become servant of these. Okay, Godasa, these senses. Now, of course, it doesn't mean that if you have this, you become a devotee. Not, but this is the basic thing. You know, few devotees, it may not applicable. They might become, angry, for example, not for themselves. Hanuman became very Arjuna. For the service of the Lord, they can use that. If they see something, disturbances or this and that. So now Narada Muni cursing. He cursed these two brothers, right? Became trees. So you might say, oh, Narada Muni, look at that, he cursed them. But actually, even though he cursed it became a blessing, greatest blessing, you understand? They were able to serve the Supreme Lord before they were engaged, naked in, playing into water. Yamalajana. So that is a mercy, to show mercy, they show that. Now, Durva's money became angry. He could not tolerate. You see, then he could curse on the Yadavas. Try to control. But it was the desire of the Lord, cursing that boy to show the world. So he could not control it. So he cursed. In other words, through the, he was an instrument in the hands of the Lord. So those are different. To bring auspiciousness to this world. So sometimes pure devotees do that, but not for the sense gratification or whatever they do, it is for the benefit of the world, benefit of others. So that is the difference. Whereas common man, when we get anger, this and that, it is for our self-centered thing. When our own plans, our own desires, we cannot achieve, come suddenly, then angry, out of control, see. So there's a difference, okay? So, what I'm saying is this itself will not guarantee, but we get some idea. But of course we are sadhakas, right? Sadhakas, we should control this. But if we try to control for the sake of control, it will be not possible, okay? We will fail miserable. We have to take the shelter. If we take shelter of bhakti, the sadhana bhakti, practice of bhakti, then all these things will automatically come subdued easily. You have to eat food, okay, all right, take prasadam. You want to speak, urge speak, say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Rama. Like that. So, and then think of, suppose these urges comes, uncontrollable, then think of great devotee, Prahlad Maharaj, what difficulty he went through. Sometimes people throwing mud, this, that, putting us into so much test, right? Every second will be a test for us in this material world. Okay. So remember the great devotees, Haridas Thakur, Prahlad Maharaj, Pandavas, Kunti, our Guru Varga. Is it easy? Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Gurudev, Swami Maharaj, great stalwart, so much. Coming to America, going here and there, so much trouble. No money. See, he didn't have any money, no relatives there, okay? No family, friends. No money. Going by ship. 1 day, 2 day, couple of months. And how Krishna protected it. But it looks like so much difficulty and all. For what? To show compassion on the people, to make them happy. But they were thinking already they were happy. They were not. See, fulfilling the senses, if there is no end to the urges of the senses, understand? It's like a fire. You put ghee into the fire, right? You think it will say, oh, enough, sir, very good quality of ghee, good. No, it says more, more, more. Our senses are all like that, never satisfied. But you have to go through the pain, okay? Then lose our strength. Our immunity goes down. Mind gets upset. We get disconnected. See, that's why brahmacharya, why is important? It will, it will make us very sober. Okay, sober. Our immunity goes up. There's a wrong conception, in the West. If they see, if you are brahmacharya, they say you have gone crazy. They think you have gone crazy. It is expected that you break. Part of the culture, high school, college, this is what goes on. But actually they don't know the reverse. He can be most happiest person by following brahmacharya. Because by that, you Krishna will be pleased. Once he is pleased, he will feel so much happiness. That is most pure happiness. Try to understand. This is mundane happiness, like last time we were telling. The so-called mundane happiness is tinged with unhappiness already. Right? It is not pure. The base is unhappiness. On top of it, it looks like happiness. Always, you know, if hope itself is unhappiness, then how happiness can come out of that? Basic ingredients is unhappiness. All these things. How things will come out? So, like that, only spiritually it's possible. Okay. So you can be very, very happy, self-contented, by brahmacharya, by Of course, but within brahmacharya, in a Shastric way, can also be married. There is no doubt. One can have children in brahmacharya. There still be brahmacharya. But if it all is done as a service to the Lord, you know, so it will not break. So for sense gratification, see, this is the thing. Whether we are doing it for our sense gratification or for gratifying our senses or gratifying the senses of the Krishna, this is the thing. Okay. Like marriage, you are telling, we are already married with this Supreme Lord. That is the eternal marriage. We are bonded with Him. Now we are trying to marry with somebody. You can imagine, this is temporary, that is permanent. How will be happy? See, I'm giving an example. Don't get wrong. Okay. Suppose a person is married in this life. That relationship is going on. Suppose he marries another, you think he'll be happy, or you'll make the other party happy. You understand? Eventually, you will make one party happy. Looks like other party is unhappy. Eventually, that unhappiness comes to him also. To him, you get it? Either you have to break one completely, then engage in. What I'm saying is, I'm not encouraging this, but I'm just giving an example. So similarly, we are married to Krishna eternally. Doesn't mean that we are only, like married, meaning in a different sense, not necessarily married. What I'm implying, like Dwarka, Mahishis, they are married. So, but I'm not talking. It may be possible that way also. But the gopis are also married, even though they are not married, but married in a sense. Serving, dasya, dasis, right? In dasi, in madhurya. That's what I meant, marriage meaning. So we are already made servant of Krishna eternally. How you can become a maid servant of somebody else temporary? You understand? Suppose if you can break this, then it's possible. And we know we cannot break being the maid servant of Krishna. Even if you try, you cannot break it. Only thing is we have forgotten that. But that cannot be broken. That is the eternal relation of the soul and Krishna. In our sampradaya, this is, Manjari, maid servant of Radha. So, Arupa Goswami or our Guru Parampara, right? So, that cannot be broken. Of course, we have forgotten. But we are trying to make another one with this body. So, it will not work. Body is changing temporarily, like that. So, with this thinking, you can disconnect. Okay? What I'm saying is, we should disconnect the relationship of this world and then establish relation, revive it, revive the relationship. See, the English language is a problem, we have forgotten, we have to re-establish, remember that. So, connection is not visible, but it is there. It cannot be broken. It cannot be broken. The example is water, like, right? Jayavadharma talks about water. Nature of water is, water, right? Liquid, very good, subsist on water. But when the water comes in contact with the very cold, what happens? You put water into the like a fridge, very cold temperature. It becomes ice, becomes stone, right? Solid. What is the property of this stone or solid? Different. very strong. You throw on somebody, gets hurt. And, like that. But now it looks like different. Now that ice is water or not. What you have to do, bring to the normal temperature. Take the Sangha, association of normal temperature, then it automatically regains the water form, right? You don't have to do anything. So when it was solid, it did not lose the qualities of the property of water. But some other property came on top of the water and got hidden. So when you brought to the proper association, it regained it. So, and the same thing, when it becomes very hot, water turns into vapor. You put your hand into the steam, get burnt. But bring the steam into the normal temperature, it becomes water again. So like that, okay, our relationship with the Lord is always there. Now some other relationship is coming, you see. But when we come to the proper association, we regain that. And that the see, Atma, the what I'm saying is the sambandha, the relationship based on the Atma can never change. No one can, interfere with that. But the relation with the cover of the Atma, like the body, that is changing, right? Now you are a male or a female, American, Indian, whatever, maybe tree, maybe fly, elephant, relation, but the soul remains the same. So don't get too much attachment or too much to the relation of the body. See, that's why you keep reminding us, I'm not this body. I'm a spirit soul. I already have a relationship. I have a permanent relationship. So why waste? Why get headache? So we have to constantly reminding ourselves. To do that, you have to keep chanting. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram. Come in touch with the spiritual objects like cow dung, Ganga water, prasadam, holy name, holy dham, okay, Harikatha, Vaishnavas, like this. Our great acharyas. So many things are there to remember. Yasya smarana matrena janma samsara bandhana vimuchyate namastasmaya Vishnave Kavan. I just remember, and it doesn't take much. Just remember Guru and Vaishnava, Bhagavan, great devotees. Haridas Thakur, Prahlad, Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, Sarup Damodar, Rayram. So many great stalwarts are all there. Remember, Yasya Smarana Matra, Janma Samsara Bandha. You can become free from the birth and death. Namastasmaya Vishnu, Prabha Vishnu. So powerful. Just remembrance of it. That's why Shravana, Kirtana, Smarana, Vandana, Pada, Sevana, Shravana, yes. Kirtana. We have heard this, right? Shravana. Kirtana, repeating that. What is that? Then that remembrance. Smarana. So, and this material world I was saying, so the past is, don't worry, okay? It can be wiped out and all that, So these are all dry relationships, okay? We establish based on the body. Body is changing. Today you are beautiful. That too what? A relative term. Sooner you become old, become ugly, is it not? In the so-called duty, the background is already ugly. Is it true or not? In the so-called beauty, what appears like beauty, there is ugliness also there. Right? It's just a matter of time. Okay. You know. So this is amazing. And that beauty is what? Only millimeter. Okay. Right? You cut the skin. Suppose one is so-called beauty, cut so many, face, blood is coming out. Then you say anybody will say you're beautiful. you know, it's only millimeter thick. Same thing, tongue also, only 1 inch by 2 inch. And for that, so much preparation. You know, that's why prasadam, okay? Offer it to the Lord, prasadam. Make it spiritual life. So whenever offer into devotion, Krishna, this month becomes so. There are so many things to protect us. Okay, you are not helpless. Try to understand this, but you have to remember that you have all these tools with you. Remember, all these weapons are with you all the time, protecting you. Only thing is, you have to call for them to help you. That's all. A call. Okay. Like if there is a fire in New York City, okay, one phone call to fire, 2 minutes they are there, right? You know, uh, just in the whole world, New York City, the fire department, nobody can beat it. Anywhere in city, under 2 minutes they are there. The same way, even it beats us, our our sampradaya. It takes even a microsecond, picosecond. Okay, understand? Fraction of time. We just have to remember, all out, Hare Krishna. Great devotees, Guru Parampara. That's why our Gurudev keeps telling, okay, what does he say? He says, I'm everywhere. He gives an example. Don't you see air is everywhere? Do you see the air? The air we breathe in. Can we see with our eyes? No, right? But can you say it is not there? It is there. No? Of course, if you go into the sky above, maybe less air, you may not be able to breathe. On top of the mountain, 15,000 feet high, there are all exceptions. But generally speaking, so air is there. So that way I'm also everywhere. So Guru never leaves you. Okay. He might forget you. He might forget it, but he never leaves us. So he's our most well wisher. He's always there. But we have to call. See, in the story of Draupadi, Krishna is telling, I was waiting. You did not call me. That's why I became late. Lord, yes, it is my mistake. First, I thought of help of my husbands. They could not. Then Bhishma, I thought everybody will get. He became silent. Then I thought my own strength, it will not work. Then when everything failed, then Lord, I thought of. If I thought of in the beginning itself, then there was no problem. No? Krishna is waiting. See, he did not force. Then she called. Govinda Damodara. That is raising her hands. I am helpless. Oh Krishna, wait. Tuck immediately. Okay. Spontaneously, instantaneously was there to help her. So same way in our situation. Can you imagine anything instantaneously coming to for our help? Suppose even in New York, suppose I've given an example, 2 minutes it takes fire to come. You call the police, they say, this is my experience in New York. The thing they called me, this one person came and pushed me. I called the police, he said, is anybody hurt there? Is any gunshots there? Only if there is a gunshot, if somebody shot, then they will take interest. Otherwise, they don't care because there's so much like that. What they can, they cannot go for every, this simple thief and theft like that. you know. So like that, but God is not like that. Spontaneously, instantaneously. And if the whole world calls him simultaneously, he will go, he will help everybody. Simultaneously, he has that capability. Okay, he is not limited by strength. Whereas our technology is limited. Suppose, I'm giving an example. Suppose everybody lift their phone to call somebody. Imagine everyone in the world starts dialing to somebody. You think any phone call will go through? Everybody will get busy to. You understand? The channel will be busy. No phone call will go through. In other words, the phone that we carry, one day it is going to protect me, is going to be useless. Okay. It will work only under certain conditions. One time, what happened was, I was in the East Coast, probably, I think, 80s or something. There was a earthquake in the West Coast. I did not know, okay? There was an earthquake going on, but I happened to trying to call the West Coast at that time. Then I got a visit on saying, all channels are busy or something like that. I was wondering what happened, I never heard of this situation. Next day I came to know that West Coast where I was trying to reach, they're all earthquake, highways are all tangled up this way, that way, Highway looks nice, but once the earthquake hits, then you will see the, you know, uh, so when they heard everybody is trying to call their relatives, friends, there, what happened? You got jammed. No phone call is going. What I'm saying is, in this world, the things that we think it will help us at the time of emergency, when we most need them, it will not work. It is already built into that. Understand? Okay. It will miserably fail when we really need it. Think over it. Okay. Like I was telling you, the so-called mundane, what appears to be happiness is already suffering is already part of it. It's already built in. That's why service to the Lord, bhakti, there is no tinge of these things. So much affection, true affection. In this world, this affection is only not affection, it is karma, it is lust. Understand? Not based on true love. Affection in this world is basically another form of lust. Okay. So gratifying. So that he will eventually become miserable. So that's why this sloka then the body, the urges of the body is also three kinds. Tongue, our stomach, and then the genitals. Then it's like you want to eat like meat, fish, eggs, alcohol, or too much ghee or milk, sweet, malai, lalasa, or desire. That is called jiva, vega, the force of the tongue. Too much of, like, mirchi meaning, um, hot peppers, right? Peppers, uh, like that. That's why the sadhus don't take that. Then supari, pan ke masala, smoking, ganja, bang, apim, madak dravi. So these are all, then garlic, onion, all this stuff. They're all under this, the vega, the urges of the tongue. We should not do all these things. Only we should accept Mahaprasad. Even though Mahaprasad is very, very tasteful, it will not come under the tongue's force of tongue. And if we faithfully, if we honor that, if we take that, then the force of tongue it becomes go away. Now this is the thing. Shamana. So how to pacify the tongue? How to pacify the eating and all? To take prasadam, There, there was one devotee in New York, amazing. Hats off to him. But I never seen such a, prasada meaning, you will put it in the fridge, you will never make it go waste. You take 1 day, 2 day like that. And, but it was so much. Prasada meaning will not go waste and honoring it. Okay? If it takes more also, no problem, So it will not affect. It might affect, but what I'm saying is still under, So such a faith, very, very rare to find. He will put it in dabba boxes and then carry it into. Never get waste. No? Actually, it not get wasted. Even suppose you might say, wait a minute, I throw it away. But I will tell you, the living entities, they eat that thrown away prasadam. They get benefited. They will become future Vaishnavas. Okay, the Shastra is there telling. Incidences are there. One time, I think I might have told you this. Anyway, again telling, no problem. The Sri Vaishnavas, they were traveling to Tirupati to see Lord Vishnu. That is actual Krishna himself. See, in Tirupati, in South India, there is a famous Tirumala Tirupati matter, right? Srinivas, Govinda. Now, there, so they were going to see. So they were traveling. So they stayed in one place afternoon, like they cooked, right? Using some things they brought in. Olden days, they had to travel. No bus, with wood, they cooked, offered it to the Lord, and they honored it. And they left over things there. Because Vaishnavas are very kind, very merciful. So, one lizard, small lizard, very small, maybe 5-6 inches it came, and then look at the what Sukruti it must have done, or it came and then took some. Next life, lizard, meaning how it will become another lizard, so much evolutionary skill, right? But this lizard became a Brahmana next life. Later on, by the influence of Rama, it became a Vaishnava also. Because he took prasadam, the animal, okay, became Vaishnava. Within one life. So don't think prasadam goes waste. Very, very powerful. Huh? So very amazing. Then if those people tanamano or machan, by words, by mind, by activity, able to control this, able become successful, only them is called Goswami. And such a Goswami are the servant of Krishna. But the opposite, one who gets controlled by these 6 urges, then he is known as Godasa. So we're called that. So then who are the servant of Godasa? Godasa is the servant of Maya. Goswamis are servant of Krishna, right? Then if Godasa wants to become a Krishna Bhakta, then they have to come under the shelter of Goswamis. Other than that, there is no other way. If we do not control these senses, we cannot do Hari Bhakta, Hari. So Prahlad Maharaj is saying in this one time in Bhagavad, Matirna Krishne Parataha Swato Mito Avipadyet Gruhavratanam Adanta Go Vishatam Samishram Punaha Punastacharvita Charvananam Punascha Charvananam. Oh Father, Prahlad Maharaj is calling. Oh Father, oh Hiranyakashipu. People who are in samsara, they are using the meeting, cherubing the cherub. Meaning, suppose imagine sugarcane juice, right? Right? You remember sugarcane, right? When you squeeze, all the juice is out. But again, if you squeeze already, I think there will be anything there. No, it's already gone. So we are trying to do that, chewing the chew, like that. They are doing like that. Because their indriyas, they are not in their control. They are, again, they want to chewing the chew, trying to, enjoy that, Then they are going into the narak, the samsara, more implicated in the samsara. So, what is there in the chewing the chew, meaning in samsara, right? In family, what is there? You marry husband and wife, They are not happy, quarreling, children quarreling, then children go in some way, now another birth, again you get married. It may not be the same person, or depending upon what you think at the time of death. Many incidences. The lady becomes male, male becomes female, depending on our consciousness. That. So many, many lifetimes you have gone through samsara. This is not the first time. But what is the result? Birth and death. Suffering, suffering, suffering. Different form of suffering. So this meaning, chewing the chew, meaning we have gone through the samsara many times. Again we are going through what we have learned. What will be there? What is the sara? Like sugarcane juice. You squeeze it out, all the juice is gone, then what is there? So we are trying to taste in the chewed thing. That's what it is saying. So such a person who is actually interested in this family life, such a person's, getting into devotion will be very difficult. Very apnai, and in the association of same kind of people. This is what Prahlad. That's why if you are associating with another Gruhastha with the same mentality, how any benefit will come? You think he's going to guide you, come out of that samsara. He's also stuck in the same mess. So you have to come out with one who is not in this samsara. Then he can pull you out. This version of samsara. So this is what Prahlad. Punascha charvita charvana. Oh Father, don't be like that. Worship Lord Narasimha. He's crying. You're a great demon. Say Hare Krishna. Even when you were trying to, getting killed. Father, at least now. Say Hare Krishna. Govinda, Govinda, Guru. Say Govinda, Govinda. Prahlad Maharaja. Amazing. You have to remember, Prahlad, So, then there is so much on this sloka, but anyway, then the second sloka is Bhaktim Valka Chet Dosha. Then six faults, okay? These six things we have to give up. Then there is a six things that will bring impediments. Impediments in the bhakti. Atyaraha prayasascha prajalpo niyamagraha janasangascha laulascha shagvi bhakti nashyati. What he's saying is adhikahara, sanchay. Too much food or too much, collecting. Bhakti pratikula chesta. Atyara prayasacha. Prayasacha meaning too much trying, okay? Bhakti pratikula, unfavorable to bhakti. We are doing too much. Unfavorable to bhakti. Engage too much. Prajalpa, vruta alapa. Prajalpa meaning unnecessary talking. When people meet, like you know what I'm saying. When two people, like family, are this worldly thing. Oh, wasting time, prajalpa, unnecessary worldly talk, right? See, it's like this worldly talk. I remember this Yaksha Prashna, the Prashnas, Yaksha put to uh, Dharmaraj, right? In Kamyavan. What is the news of the day? The question, what is the news of the day? We say, oh, look at internet or newspaper, Times, whatever, right? This what. Now I'm telling you, suppose Times of New York, New York Times, okay, New York Times. 1 year ago, today is what, 11th, right? March 2023. If you take the 11th March, Times of New York Times, 22, 1 year ago exactly. If they reprint it and then sell it, say tomorrow, 12th, right? 12th, 1 year ago. You think anybody will find any differences? No, hardly not. They will not notice anything. Practically the same thing. What has been vomited out, being served, So that is that kind of thing. Don't get involved in that. So prajalpa is like that. Niyamagraha. There are two kinds. The rules and rules we are supposed to follow, we don't follow. Or trying to follow somebody else, that's not proper. Then Janasanga, association, Vishayi, who are too much involved in, census. Sri Sangi, one who is associating with a lady. And then Sri Sangika Sangha, one who is doing association of the lady. Even that. Suppose somebody is associating with ladies too. That we have to avoid one who is associating even with those people too much ladies. That's also Mayavadis, Pashandi. They are all abhaktas, not devotees. Sangha, association. Laulasya. We want to understand, what is this Buddhism, then, Islam or Christianity. What do we say? Don't waste time on that. The mind, chanchalata, unsteadiness of the mind. Oh, what is this, that, that. Then these 6 parts, what happens? Our bhakti will get destroyed. That means too much food or too much, control, trying to gather. Then unfavorable to bhakti things. Then unnecessary talking, this niyamagraha, not trying to follow the rules, regulation, or trying to follow the other one, not related to us. Then association, bad association. Then trying to waste time in knowing other tradition, this and that. So then our consciousness becomes disturbed. These 6 faults, our bhakti will get destroyed. So this is bhakti badaka. Then Then what is favorable to bhakti? For Bhakti Vardhan, on the rules, regulations that is favorable for bhakti, we should have enthusiasm to follow. Yes, I want to get up early. I want to do ekadasi. I want to do chant. The usaha, enthusiasm. Then we should have a usahas nischayat, dhairya, nischaya. Meaning we should have faith, strong faith in the words of Sri Guru, and Shastra. The Shastra Anukula Guru's words, on the instruction of, according to instruction of Shastra, words of Guru. We should have faith. Then we should be dhairya, meaning we should have undisturbed, courageous. Okay, courageous. Suppose there are so many difficulties come in our fulfillment of some bhakti, right? Making progress in bhakti, and there may be delay. So we should be courageous. We should not slacken. Okay, courageous. It's like a small child, trying to get up, walk, trying to learn walking. How many times it falls? You think it will lose courage? Oh, I've tried so many times. I will give up trying to stand or walk. Right? It will not. Keep on trying. If you keep trying, then what happens? Lord is saying, you so much time is trying. I should be help. So that help comes because his child is child. Okay, helpless. So Lord, unknowing, without his knowledge, comes and makes that child get up, Lord. But it should keep trying. If it does not get up trying, and it will not work. Okay, that's why constant practice and detachment. Same way we're all child. In front of Lord, we are helpless child. So if we cry, oh Lord, oh Gurudev, please, then help will come and will be. So we should have that courage. Okay, we should not give up. Oh, help will come. See, one time there was one bird, small bird, insignificant bird, lost her eggs. Okay, it was putting eggs in. And the sea came and then took away, washed away. Then the bird is asking sea, please return my eggs. The sea ignored. Hey, it's a small bird, who cares? But the bird insisted. She did not give up, okay? Courageously insisted. Please, begging. When she was so courageous, what happened? This news went to the Garuda. Garuda is also a bird. He came, Garuda, and then told, see, you return our eggs. And now he thinks she will not listen to the bird, Garuda. He listen, it brought back. Understand? What I'm saying is, if we are very determined, in a devotional way, Lord's help sooner or later comes. He's testing how determined we are, how power, if we are little shaken, then it's not possible. That's why determined. We should be bold. We should be courageous. Then Tatkarma, tatkarma pravartana. These are all favorable things. Meaning, for the love of Krishna, Shravana, Kirtana, all this, Bhakti, you have to follow. Then, for our own enjoyment, we have to give up. Then, Bhakti Virodhi, which is opposition to Bhakti. Aveda Sri Sangha, having association of ladies, what do you call, not permitted, association. Then who do that kind of association of Mayavadis, Nirishwaravadi, who think Lord has no form, and then Dharmadvaji. Dharmadvaji meaning they dress like devotional devotees, but they are no devotion. No, just making it up. So all these association we have to give up. Then we have to accept, but the devotees, favorable, sadachar, who are doing properly, we have to accept their kind of thing. So these kind of 6 devotional practice, our bhakti will increase, improve, to make progress. Okay, these 6 anukula, these are all favorable. The first was unfavorable. Now these are favorable. And the next 6 that we saw was faults. So, Utsaha, Nishchaya, Dairya, Tatkarma, Pravartana, Sangatyaga, Sato, Vrutyai, Shaddir, Bhakti, Prasiddhyati. These 6 things. You have to have enthusiasm. Nishchaya, following the words of Shastra, Guru, faith. Dairya, you should have courageous. You should not worry about all this. Following rules and regulations. Tat karma pravartanat. Whatever is favorable to increase bhakti, those we have to accept. Sangat tyaga. We have to give up all this bad sangha. Look like devotee, but they are not. Well, no, no forum, this and that. Then one who does opposing the bhaktis, then association of illicit association with the ladies, or one who does that, Mayavad is like that. Then Sato Vritte. We accept the association of one who is following rules, regulations, sadachar, humility, all this bhakti, that accept that. So these 6 will be favorable to bhakti. Then we'll quickly go into the Bhakti Poshaka Sangha, 4th one, meaning Dadati, for a pure devotee, Vishuddha Bhakta, pure Vaishnavas. Whatever they need, we have to give them. Avashya, what is essential, whatever essential for them, give them. Then whatever those pure Vaishnavas give, we accept them in the form of. Then we can talk, we can reveal our mind about related to bhakti. Then we can also hear from them. We can ask them, hear from them. and we should tell them. Then for those, we prasadam they given, we accept it. And then we should also make arrangement for them to accept prasadam. These 6 kinds. Satsanga Rupa Priti is a character or qualities of this Bhakti Poshaka, meaning it will sustain Bhakti. It will make Bhakti grow. Bhakti Poshaka. Then Madhyama Bhakta, see, there are 3 kinds of bhaktas, right? Kanishta, Madhyama, Uttama. You understand? 3 stages, Vaishnava. So what is the qualities of Madhyama? Krishneti yasya giritam manasadriye dikshasti chet pranatibhisya bhajanti misham shishrushaya bhajana vigyam ananyamanya nindadishunya vruda mipsita sangalabdvapya nindadishunya vrudayam mipsita sangalabdva. So it says one, suppose he says Hare Krishna, somebody, even if one time he tells Hare Krishna, such a Kanishta in our mind, one who respects him in his mind. One who has taken Diksha under a bona fide Guru, and also he is properly doing bhajan. So such a person, we do namas pranam and all that, dandavat pranam. We have to do that. But one who is doing Bhagavad, Vaishnava Smritis and all that, one-pointed service to the Lord, and is not getting immersed in any other than Sri Krishna, there is free from all this criticizing others, pure heart. One in his Ashtakaliya Lila is not. Then for such a great devotee, pure devotee, we say Pranipat, Pariprashna and Priti Purvak Seva. We have to respect. We have to humbly ask questions. We have to then we should do service to them. So this is the Upadesha, This is the Madhyam Adhikari does these 3 kinds of service. Okay. Meaning, even if one has said Hare Krishna, you will respect him in mind. One is properly initiated and all that. Dandavat pranam and all. And the third, pure devotees. Pranipat Pariprashnena, lovingly does service to them. Ask questions like that. Madhyama, it says like, of course, like Prema, Maitri, Krupa, Upeksha. He has love toward the Lord. Maitri, friendship with other devotees of like that. Krupa, Those who do not know anything, he will show krupa, mercy. Upeksha, one who is not devotee or hatred to others, he will not do anything. No hatred. He will ignores that. This is also of the Madhyama Adhikaris thing. Then 6. Drushtai Swabhava Janitai Vapushcha Doshai Na Prakruta Tvamiha Bhakta Janasya Pashe Gangambasam Na Kaluhu Budbuda Pena Pankai Brahmadravatvam Apagachati Niradharmai. What it's saying is, Prakruta Drushti say, in our mundane vision, taking darshan of a Aprakrit Vaishnava. See, Mahaprabhu says Vaishnava is Aprakrit, he is not material, he is spiritual. Keep telling. Hey, Sanatana Goswami, you think this and that oozing? No. I smell, nice smell is coming here. Transcendental. So, he's telling Vaishnava is always transcendental, is not material. So that's why he says, if you're trying to see Vaishnava in a mundane vision, then it is forbidden. Okay, we should not say like that. Because in this world, these devotees may be born in a low family, no caste, and they may be, very hard or very lazy, look like, even though it appears, maybe there, like ordinary faults, apparently, or they may look kurupata, maybe deformed or something like that, or they might get fever and all this, different, bodily parts. That we should not see. We should not see that is like that. Giving example, how like Ganga, like I was telling, Ganga water full of contaminations, right? Bubbling air, this mud, so many things floating. So Ganga is actually pure, okay, transcendental, but it has taken the nature of the water, right? So in the water, all these things come there, mud, other floating things, all these things. But even though what Rupa Goswami is saying is, even though Ganga has taken the form of water, right, water body. So once it accepts water body, then these things will come. But still, it has not given up the purity, spiritual thing. It has not given up its, transcendental dharma. Like that, Atma Swaptu, one who have realized, one who is devotee of the Lord. They are appearing like a mundane human form. We should not see this mundane faults ascribed to them. This is what he's saying. Okay. So, and because we know Ganga water, there may be stool One time I saw in Calcutta, okay. The Calcutta is the almost where it meets the ocean, right? There are floating dead bodies, to so many things you can see. Still, I went there, took a bath there, okay, because if I was close to railway station, what can I do? So, but I saw that. But if I say, oh, wait a minute, this water is contaminated. Look at the dead body, stool. No, I will be wrong. I will be offended. Ganga water will not get contaminated because it has taken the water form. Water, these things will be there, but it will never lose its nature. Same way, the pure Vaishnavas, they might, because they have taken this human, form. There may be fault, skin problem or this, that, or, associated with the human body, faults associated. And we should not ascribe those faults to the pure Vaishnava. And we think, oh, he's like appearing like ordinary person. See, one time I will tell you, our Gurudev, yeah, this doctor in Gurudev was doing this pastime of, like what appeared like I should not use this word, but he cannot do anything, he is appearing like a sickness, appearing like sick. Okay, he is not sick, okay, but if a doctor comes and checks and all that, I will tell you, he will say everything is normal. I don't understand why he's appearing like sick. Okay, this is what I saw. Now, anyway, she's a doctor, devotee of Gurudev, and she's telling Gurudev, you look weak, this, that, and then you don't get a chance to serve you and all that. Okay, then he stretched his leg so thin. He showed his strength, unbelievable strength. Then the doctor was amazed. Why? Wait a minute. I thought you were weak, but actually you're not. So she realized that. So it is so they might show sickness. Leela is actually Leela. Is the sickness Leela. Or Acharya says the sickness. Oh, you are going through this sickness, Leela, and then they'll be talking like that. So, but we should not confuse the ordinary person like that, If they want, they are under the control of the Lord, okay? They are showing these things so that others can come and do seva and then benefit. A progress, you want a little bit service to do, pure devotees, they make so much progress, So, for a certain kind of elevating people, they are going to. Krishna is making them go through that. But they are transcendental. They are always thinking of Krishna. They are doing their service to Krishna all the time. So, this is what it is. Now, I think our time is almost up. We will continue the 7th one, and the remaining we will finish next week. And so, if you have any questions so far, you can send them next Thursday program. Or any questions that you might want to ask or bothering you, feel free. We will try. By Gurudev's mercy. So our time is up. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya cha patitanam pavanebhyo
Yeah.
vaishnavebhyo
Right.
namo namo.
One chakra
Dandavat.
touch basically closed. Thank you, Gurudev. Dandavat
Thank you.
Pranams.
Dandavat, Dandavat, Dandavat.
Dear Krishna, dear devotees, Dandavat Pranams. Thank you all for attending. So now we will have Srimati Stuti, and I will sing Srimati Stuti. Namaste Narashe